How you feeling?
All right, baby, let's get down.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have a Monday night of basketball for you. Here with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Miami Heat. On Wednesday, they'll be facing Bradley Beal and the Phoenix Suns. And then on Friday, they'll be taking on Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
And looking at the Timberwolves matchup, that one's going to be game number 9 of the year for them. Really starting to get towards the meat of things by then.
Let's check out Sacramento's starting lineup. DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Then it's Domantas Sabonis. Then there's Zach LaVine. And it's Ellis in at the 1. Year after year, this early portion of the season is characterized by a great deal of overreaction, Grant.
The media and fans build up a lot of expectations in the offseason. And it's not that bad, but when those expectations aren't met, watch out. Listen, we all just need to settle down and see how things play out. The season is still very young.
So it's Miami now. Sacramento getting their last shot to go. Jay. And it's flushed down. A nice jam. And Grant, just the other day, MP recorded the first triple-double of his career.
Yeah, he put on quite the display, B.A., doing everything he could for his team. MP is extremely talented. I'll go out on a limb and say that won't be the last triple-double of his career.
The rebound by Burks. Pass to Jay. Here's Adebayo, defended by Murray. Murray against Adebayo, and there's a defensive 3-second call. Miami shooting their first free throw of the evening. And the technical free throw is good.
When you talk about player development, in a few short seasons, Hero became a true offensive weapon, someone who can hurt you in so many ways.
Here's Jay, and that one is stuffed right through.
Nice ball movement there, delivered the pass right on time.
Pass to Ellis. Outside LaVine. Outside Murray. Fires the 3. Drains the triple.
Yeah, this is the kind of confidence you love seeing. Murray not thinking twice at all about firing away.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Just moments ago, Eric Spoelstra and I were able to chat. Keegan Murray came up during our conversation, and he remarked, Murray is just a classic wing. He has length, he can shoot it, he defends well. I really like his game. And I told our team to pay extra attention to him on both ends. High praise for Murray.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Now here's Levine. Last game for him, he picked up 13. And here's Sabonis outside. Adebayo grabs the board. The Heat have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Inside, out of bounds. It'll be Kings ball. And this is a player who's been giving his all. Our Eastern Conference Player of the Week.
He's a great example of what a modern big looks like. He's so much more than just a big in the paint. And that versatility is a big part of what makes him such an outstanding player.
Richard, something you notice about these Kings, they shoot plenty of threes.
And that's the modern game for you, B.A. But Sacramento shoots especially freely. You are right. And those shots often connect. So I doubt that that trend changes for them anytime soon.
Sacramento calls timeout. All right, now let's have a look at who was really dominating the boards last season. Domantas Sabonis on top.
And this is someone who loves being aggressive on the glass. He proved it last season with how dominant he was collecting rebounds.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And once again, off the mark by Sacramento. Heat leading by 3. Pass to Adebayo. To the inside. Here's Jay. Oh, Sabonis with the steal. Outside Levine. And once again, off the mark by Sacramento. Here's Jay. Now here's Burks. Adebayo sets a screen. From outside, off the mark.
I mean, I think that was their first miss of the game. They've been just rolling.
DeRozan passes to Levine. From deep. He drops it from range.
And since being drafted in 2014, Levine has put in the work to get his three-point shot where he likes it. Really upgrading that deep game.
Here's Jay. Coming off a 31-point game. Here's Adebayo. Hits the close-range jumper.
Ideal way to start the game. Come out of the gate and knock down all but one of your first 5 shots.
On the wing, DeRozan. Hounded by Wiggins. DeRozan passes to Sabonis. Well, Grant, in the spring of 2024, a remarkable streak ended. Domantas Sabonis had recorded 61 consecutive double-doubles.
Yeah, it was the longest streak since the merger back in 1976. Now, Sabonis has led the NBA in rebounding multiple years. Plus, he has averaged 8 assists in a season, so that is big-time production.
And the first one at the line is good. And Richard, whenever Sabonis plays, it's surprising if he doesn't record a double-double.
Oh, they're usually monster double-doubles also. Close to 20 points, 13 rebounds, and at least 6 assists. Domas, he is an offensive hub.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Kings trail by 3. DeRozan outside. Back to Levine. Sabonis with a screen on Burks. Here's Levine for 3. Rebound by the Heat.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break a mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Now here's DeRozan. We saw him with 19 his last time out.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
The mid-range wasn't always Wiggins' favorite, but he is becoming more and more consistent from there.
DeRozan passes to Murray. Levine feeling it out a bit. Will it go? Rebound Miami. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds now. To the middle. Here's Jay. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And adding to this lead right now. riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Now here's DeRozan. Levine finds DeRozan. Clock at 6. The rebound by Jay. Jay's got 4 rebounds now. Adebayo passes to Hero. Back to Adebayo. To the right side. Hero for 3. Knocks down the long Jay. Hero's got 7 points in the game.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Timeout called, the Kings. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
Mitchell's checked in for Miami. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Sacramento. Monk comes in for Ellis.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
And Levine has got the ball here for the Sacramento Kings. Down by 15. This, their first look at this year's Miami squad.
They won both games against this club last season. Would love to repeat that this time around.
DeRozan passes to Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Oh, just a clever play by DeRozan, using the pick and roll to make space for someone else.
And finished off by Adebayo.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Now here's Monk. Coming off a solid outing against Toronto. Off with the layup.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
That one falls. 5 points in the game.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Here's Levine after the basket by Miami. Outside Monk. 4-3. On target from range.
And this is where Monk can do major damage, the catch and release.
Burks against Levine. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Jay. To the paint. The kick out to Wiggins. Mitchell up top. Monk covers. And it's Mitchell. The miss.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
On the wing, DeRozan. Valanciunas sets a screen. And it's DeRozan missing. Miami leading by 14. Here's Wiggins. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
Murray from outside. The rebound by Jay. Jay's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Burks. Wiggins against DeRozan. Here's Jay. Boom! He jams it straight down.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Back to Levine. Outside Monk. Fires the 3. And it's Miami with a rebound. On the wing, Burks. Valanciunas covering. Pass to Wiggins. Fires from deep. And the three-pointer goes. Wiggins got 7 points.
Outstanding long-range shooting here early. They already have hit multiple shots from downtown.
Down low. Here's Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
I mean, with his height and size, stopping Valanciunas just isn't an option sometimes. What a jam.
Inside. Outside Mitchell. There's 10 seconds left in the first. And here's Levine. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Levine's got his second bucket on the night. And so it's the Miami Heat looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. Boy, they've been playing at a... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring. Sabonis, the pass to Levine. Here's Ellis. Pass to Levine. Shoots over Robinson. Sabonis. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Levine. Levine's got 3 assists now in this one. And there's the lob. It's picked off. And pushing it up. Here's Sacramento. Jumps up. Oh, and the jam by Levine.
Check out Levine getting artful at the rim, leaving the defense just completely clueless of how to stop it.
Hero, the pass to Robinson. To the middle. Here's Jay. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Pass to Ellis. Levine against Robinson. 5 on the clock. Takes a 3. Kept alive by Sacramento. Monk for 3. Drills it from deep. Monk's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Every time Monk steps up and knocks down a 3, it just looks so effortless.
Here's Ware to the inside. Here's Jay. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
An explosive finish for a big man who doesn't always take it to the rim hard.
Yeah, he has the appropriate size to attack the rim, but he usually doesn't.
He did that time, and let's not discourage him because I'd like to see more of that from him in the future.
Pass to Ellis. Here's Monk. Tipped. Hero outside. Lets it go from 11. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
And those jumpers inside the line, I mean, they're layups for a guy like Hero.
Outside Monk. Back to Levine. Sabonis with a screen on Robinson. Here's Levine for 3. Rebound Miami. Jay's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
Really left him alone that time. Hero's got 13.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
Here's Sabonis. The rebound by Ware. Heat leading by 21. Burks passes to Jay. And RJ, looking back at the in-game flopping penalties introduced last season, how do you think they worked?
Well, I didn't see many that were actually called, but as they say, it's always good to have a rule implemented in case you need it, or so I'm told.
Here's Monk. Drops in the layup for 2. 10 points for him. And so it's Erik Spoelstra with the timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. So both teams changing it up here. And a quick check now on the teams that led the league from the charity stripe a year ago. The Heat in 5th.
Now, we all know that getting to the free throw line is so vital in today's game. I mean, you get the freebies, plus you put your opponents in foul trouble.
Pass to Jay. And here is Burks. To the paint. And that one's good. Jay's got 20.
I just love the ball movement.
Ellis passes to Valanciunas.
That's his second foul here pretty early in this one. He's got to be careful for the rest of this half.
Burks against Monk. Here's Valanciunas. Shoots a fadeaway. No good, off the front rim.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Count the basket. Mitchell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Pass to Monk. Rebound Miami. They defeated Washington in their last game.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Yeah, they seem unfazed by the hostile environment. I mean, just look at how efficiently they shot the ball.
Wiggins finds Adebayo. Here's Jay. 6 on the shot clock. Off target with the 3.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
DeRozan down low. Hounded by Wiggins.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
He is totally in the zone, showing his incredible focus when it comes to attacking the glass. Even though it wasn't a clear path, he knows that that's a shot he should make more oftentimes than not.
Levine passes to Monk. Good D by Adebayo. And it's Miami's ball. They're on a 14-5 run. There's 1:47 left in the second. From deep, Mitchell fires in the triple. Mitchell's got 7 points.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
Levine passes to DeRozan. The ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Mitchell. Let's go with a 3. And that one's good. Jay's got 11 points in the quarter.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Levine passes to DeRozan. Outside Monk. Poke loose. Here's Mitchell. He has 7. Wiggins outside. Pass to Adebayo. It's Wiggins on the wing. Now here's Burks. From 18 feet away. Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Monk passes to Valanciunas. Back to Monk. Shot clock at 5. With the fadeaway. And that one drops. He's got 12.
Why fade away there? Just making the shot more difficult, if you have to ask me.
And that one's good. Jay.
And man, is he in a zone right now. Seems like he can't miss.
To the middle. And so it's Miami building a mountain of a lead, up 31 points as this quarter concludes. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Hi, everybody. We've got your favorite segment on tap as we check out how the Eastern Conference is shaping up.
Well, right now for the Heat, this team wants to do big things, Shaq-sized things. And I got to say, they're looking almost as dominant as Kenny.
Easy, big fella, but I got to say. And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Heat. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Bam Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Tyler Hero. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Jay in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Miami. And so Hero will bring it up for the Miami Heat. That's the first game of a 6-game road trip. Pass to Jay. Jacks up a three, and Tyler Hero gets a three. Hero's got 16 points.
Smooth shot by Hero. Notice how he doesn't rush himself.
LaVine against Burks. LaVine passes to DeRozan. Unloads from 13. Here's LaVine for three. Rebound Miami. Adebayo's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Puts one up from 19. And he sinks it again. 7 of 7 from the field now.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Murray looking around. Back to LaVine. Over Burks. And LaVine gets it to go on the assist by Murray. 9 points in the game.
Over the course of his career, LaVine has grown into just an absolute lethal shooter. And the mid-range, that's a huge part of it.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
For Sacramento, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. DeRozan down low. He's guarded by Hero. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. DeMar DeRozan, an impressive scorer who takes relatively few three-point shots, Greg.
Yeah, the arc is not his primary focus. He'd rather pick you apart in the mid-range, but he does it so consistently that the points pile up quick.
A premium talent in this league. DeRozan about as valuable as they come.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Pass to Ellis. DeRozan against Wiggins. Shoots over Wiggins. And it's DeRozan missing.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
For 3. And Andrew Wiggins hits from deep. Wiggins has got 10.
And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
Outside Murray. Pass to LaVine. Over Adebayo. Again, the miss by the Kings.
And they have started out this quarter shooting just 20%. Let's just say this is not the way they wanted to open the second half.
And it's Jay missing. Well, Sacramento is shooting only 33%. Not exactly consistent offense. LaVine gets the bucket.
What determination from LaVine, finding his finish despite the contact.
The Heat have got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Pass to Jay. Back to Hero. Lets it go. And there's another one for the Heat.
He's been meticulous on offense, and it's paid off with a flawless shooting percentage for him so far in this game.
Outside LaVine. Sabonis with a screen on Burks. Hits a three-pointer. LaVine's got 7 points for the quarter.
We see this time and time again from LaVine. He has the ability to put the offense on his shoulder.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
We've seen scoring totals increasing, and fans might appreciate it, but NBA VP and head of basketball ops Joe Dumars said, quote, "I think what fans really want to see is incredible competition. The score is secondary to that. And guys, you talk about competing, Joe D brought it at both ends of the floor."
No doubt about that. Well said, Allie. And it's DeRozan missing.
Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
Kicks it to Hero. Again, the Heat score.
He's been perfect this quarter. They keep feeding him, and he keeps delivering.
Outside Murray. DeRozan up top. Pass to Sabonis. Yes, great play by DeRozan to set him up. Sabonis has got 5 now.
This is where you get Sabonis the ball. He's going to reward you for feeding him.
Jay, the pass to Adebayo. Here's the pick. Down low, Jay. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds now. Here's DeRozan. Oh, rejected by Wiggins.
There's the length from Wiggins. Got the paw up and redirected the shot.
Malik Monk's checked in for the Kings. There's the triple. Sacramento again missing. Miami has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Here's Ware. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Outside Levine. To the inside. Here's Sabonis. And it's Miami with a rebound. Jay's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Anderson passes to Jay. And he dunks it down.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim. Outside Levine. On the take. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Levine's got 9 points here in the second half.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Pass to Jay. And the powerful one-handed slam.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Outside Murray. Outside Levine. Sabonis with a screen on Robinson. Levine can't hit.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
And that one's good. Jay's got 37.
Strong pass there to set up the basket.
And so Monk will bring it up for the Kings. They'll be hosting Toronto for their next one. And that's the first of just 2 home games for them. Pass to Levine. Now here's Monk. Sabonis with a screen on Mitchell. Monk for 3. The rebound by Jay.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And that one's good. Mitchell for 3. Mitchell's got 10 points.
With the defense trying to protect the interior, he pulls at the arc and drains it.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
DeRozan with the bucket.
DeRozan has every shot, but that mid-range, yeah, that's his bread and butter.
Here's Jay. 37 points for him. Inside. Can't cash it in from close range. Sacramento has gone just 1 of 5 from 3-point range here in the third quarter. 1:51 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. The 3 from DeRozan. Another shot. That shot is off. Nice D from Anderson. Miami's gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. Down low. Here's Jay, and the layup is good. Jay's got 39.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Pass to Levine. To the paint. Here's Sabonis. And Sabonis slams it in.
Love to see Sabonis get dominant like this. Defense has no chance to interfere.
To the inside. And that one's good. Jay's got 16 points here in the second half.
they just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Here's Sabonis. DeRozan outside. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted pretty.
He's checked in for Fultz. Miami calls timeout. Taking a look at Sacramento. We've got Trey Lyles. Malik Monk is out there with DeMar DeRozan. Then it's Keegan Murray, and it's Sabonis in at center.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Robinson against DeRozan. Looking to get back on track. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. And Richard, throughout his career, DeMar DeRozan has such an easy time finding ways to score.
He knows how to get to his spots on the floor, B.A. You have to do your work early against DeRozan because he is a midi master. If you let him move freely, he will J you to death.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Yeah, and you got to have some hang time to pull that off. All right, Grant, do you feel the non-superstars are making the money they should?
Well, B.A., it's a topic in every CBA negotiation. But I think we're trending in the right direction. But it seems like there's always more work to be done.
Mitchell up top. Monk covers. Just 5 to shoot. Robinson for 3. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Oh, the guy is a monster around the rim. Now, if Sabonis is in close, he's going right for it.
Oh, Sabonis with the steal. It's Monk on the wing. Checked by Mitchell. DeRozan deciding where to go with it. Lyles a screen. The 3-ball. And DeRozan gets the 3.
Well, after an uneven first half, he's managed to right the ship and get things going.
Pass to Jay. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
And here they come for the finish. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Monk for 3. The shot is good on the assist by Sabonis. Sabonis has got 3 assists in the game. The Heat have gotten 8 of 15 during the fourth quarter. Mitchell, the pass to Jay. The 3. Rebounded by Lyles. Sacramento has gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the fourth. Back to Monk, to the wing, right side. Pass to Sabonis. From 10 feet away. The putback. Boy, they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still coming up empty. And for Miami, they're shooting an even 50% since the fourth quarter got underway. And it's Jay missing.
Oh, man, for whatever reason, he can't get it going from 3, and he's pretty good from there.
Monk against Mitchell. Up top, Monk. Pass to Lyles. The 3. The rebound by Jay. Jay's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. To the middle. Oh, another one falls. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
DeRozan against Robinson. And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
That's his bread and butter, DeRozan, one of the great mid-range shooters in this game.
Here's Jay. Three-pointer, no good. Well, Sacramento is shooting right around 40% since the beginning of the fourth quarter. Lyles a screen. Monk passes to Lyles. Back to Monk. The three is up. Rebound Miami. Ware's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Heat.
Their transition game was the standout for me. Created a lot of extra pressure pushing the ball.
I agree. They took control of the tempo and were really dictating the terms of the game.
And with this win, they've tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Jay.
His overall stat line really says it all. I think a triple-double game for him, getting it done everywhere on the floor.
Here's Lyles. No good from outside. Anderson against Murray to the inside. Outside for Mitchell. Pass to Jay. Again! What an avalanche!
And he's nearing the single-game franchise scoring record.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. DeRozan outside. Here's Lyles. The three is up. The shot misses. Outside, Anderson. Here's Jay. Another one goes. Incredible. 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
So it's the Heat winning this one easily. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Richard...
The champ is here. This is a bad man. He scares himself.
You have been playing well as a starter.
Yeah, and we are confident it is the right move for the long-term health of the team.
But
not everyone is as thrilled as we are with the new lineup.
I'm sure you can figure out who he's talking about.
I mean, if I were him, I'd be unhappy too. But like you said, there's no place for hurt feelings, and this is a grown man's league.
Yes, of course. But we would like you to make a special effort to get him more involved in the offense when you're on the floor with him.
We've talked a lot about using your gravity to get everyone involved. We just want to make sure that he's one of those people.
Look, I'm not trying to give you guys a hard time, but I don't understand what the problem is. We're winning games.
Okay,
Isn't that what's most important?
We're winning games now, in the regular season. But we're going to need him down the line, not just in the playoffs, but in the years to come. And if he feels like his talents are being wasted, he's going to want out. We could lose him.
And it's throwing off chemistry in the locker room.
I get that. But what's more important to him? Winning games or usage rate?
It's not that simple, MP. Everyone's got an ego, right? And quite frankly, he earned his.
He has done a lot for this organization, and we are just trying to do right by him. How would you feel if the tables were turned?
Look, I'll do what I can, but at the end of the day, he's his own man and he can make his own decisions.
We understand that. But we have some reasonable requests that we think you're going to be okay with.
All right, look. I'll give him my best shot, but he has to hold up his end of the bargain. I can't put the ball in the basket for him, too.
All we ask is that you try. It's in the best interest of the organization, MP.
We need you to be a team player.
Yo, MP, how'd that meeting go today?
Yo, it was okay. They said that they want me to try to keep the peace.
Keep the peace?
Yeah.
Like how?
They said that they need everyone to win championships, so I should try to create more open looks.
Open looks? For the guy who can't adjust to his new role on the team, and who's running around blaming everybody but himself.
Yeah, I guess they worried about losing him in the offseason, man.
No, losing him. They should be worried about losing you, man.
Why? I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, but you can't let them know that. Come on, you think they need him to win championships?
Honestly, I don't know. Defenses, they get tough in the playoffs, man, but I know that I can deliver in the crunch time.
Exactly. Okay, that's why you need to focus on you, okay? Whether he comes along or not, that's up to him.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, P, but I'm trying to bring championships to this city.
Duh, that's why they got you, man. They don't need him.
Even MJ needed Scotty, P. I'm trying to win here, nowhere else, all right?
Okay, look, as good as he is...
He's a legend, Patrick.
And so are you.
A legend, bro.
And so are you. Okay, his time is over. It's your time, so go be a star, all right? Their job is to build a good team. Don't let them put that on you, all right?
Look, I hear what you're saying, P, but it's not that simple, man.
Look, man, I'm just here to give you advice, okay? Look, what you do with that is up to you, all right? But I know you, all right? And I know your dream is to create a dynasty bigger than MJ's. All right, in order for you to do that, you need to become the face of this franchise. Don't let anyone get in your way, no matter what they've done for this team in the past.
Maybe, man.
Okay, look, I get that. All right, and I got your back. I'm just telling you how I see it. And for your sake, I hope you see it too.
What's up, MP? MP about to put on a show in the desert. Show them how you shine.
About game time.
Let's keep this winning streak going.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Well, we know, Greg, early on in the year, teams still trying to figure out their rotations.
And it takes time before you find the rhythm you're looking for. Coaches will mix and match units to see what works best, with the thought also of the postseason.
So the opening lineup for the Heat: Bam Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Tyler Hero. Then it's Mitchell. And it's Jay in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And there's Hero. That's good on the assist by Adebayo. Hero's got the game going with his first points of the game for the Heat. Booker dishes to Plumlee. Adebayo against O'Neal. Back to Martin from the arc. Rebound by the Heat. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, I love watching that game, and in particular, their demeanor in their destruction in that game.
Beal, the pass to Plumlee, and that one drops.
Though he's not the biggest scoring threat, Plumlee does have the size and athleticism to cause defenders some problems down there.
Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Mike Budenholzer.
Yeah, they were raving about an opposing player, in this case, Andrew Wiggins. Coach said, I have tons of respect for Wiggins. 100% effort on both ends. Andrew can beat you scoring it, but he can also be a shutdown defender. High praise for Wiggins, the former first overall pick. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks.
And Booker's got one of the quickest releases in the game.
Hero kicks to Mitchell. To the paint. Here's Jay. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there. MP with video game numbers. How about the 60, 20, and 10 triple-double?
An all-time game in league history. MP just doing everything. This guy is a human cheat code.
Martin with a screen on Hero. The shot by Beal, no good. For Miami, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Greg in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
And they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
Martin with the screen for Booker. Unloads. It's hauled in by the Heat. Jay's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the wing on the left. Adebayo with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Mitchell wide open. That 3 off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Beal, the pass to O'Neal.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Good on the second free throw. The Heat leading by 3. Pass to Jay. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Booker with no one around hits it from 3-point range. Booker's got a couple of threes now in the first of the Suns. Pass to Adebayo. And he banks in the layup.
And maybe that's why he's nicknamed Bam. Taking contact, bam, bam.
Outside, Martin. Back to Booker. Crafty move. And that's 2 points on the layup. Booker's got 8 points. The Heat have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. To the middle. Here's Hero. Pass to Wiggins. Good ball movement here by Miami. There's the screen. Launches it. And Tyler Hero hits from deep. He's got 8.
Producing from behind the arc, that is huge stuff from Tyler Hero.
Booker outside. O'Neal on the wing. Back to Booker. Now Martin. From outside the arc. Jay with the rebound. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Jay. Defended by Booker. Wiggins passes to Jay. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Inside. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Shot clock at 2. Over Plumlee. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
It's Martin on the wing. Covered by Wiggins. Pass to Beal. Booker with it. Lets the 3 fly. Jay with the rebound. Jay's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Adebayo kicks to Wiggins. Jay the pass to Adebayo. Here's Jay. Plays it up and banks it in. 6 points for Jay.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Outside Beal. To the middle. Shot to stop the run. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Yeah, no more can we talk about underrated jumping ability from the Plumlees. Suddenly he's up and attacking the rim.
Adebayo against O'Neal. And Adebayo with the basket on the assist from Hero. Adebayo's got his second bucket of the night.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
On the wing, Booker, covered by Mitchell. Mitchell against Booker. The shot misses. The Heat leading by 9. Down low. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for... And for the Suns, they're shooting for the game at 42%. You know, Brent, when you wonder why GMs take a risk on project big men, Bam Adebayo is an example of why they do just that.
Yeah, Kevin, it's not always about the project working out. It's about teams that have a plan for the project. And certainly Miami was able to do that. You have to credit Bam. He put the work in. The guy has been solid. He's an all-star. He's continuing to improve, and he gives you everything on both ends of the floor every night.
They're going with Booker and Allen on the wings. Ole is out there with Nick Richards, and it's Jones in at the point. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Booker against Mitchell. And it's blocked. They get it back. Jones for 3. Rebound by the Heat. Jay's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Jones kicks to Booker. Pass to Richards. Now Jones shoots over Hero. Jones, no luck.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Jones against Hero. Here's Jay. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Hero. Over Jones. And it's Miami with another.
Just looks like he's got more feel tonight. Like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
And Booker kicks to Jones. Pass to Allen. Allen, a screen on Mitchell. For 3. Booker. Jay with the rebound. Jay's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Over the course of a season, each team takes on a certain personality. Brent, do coaches try to shape that personality based on their roster?
Well, Kevin, it's a great question, and I think the best coaches in our league adapt to the personality of the team as it starts to formulate throughout the season. You lean in to what guys naturally are. Some success comes with that.
Pass to Jones. They need this. Miami grabs the miss. And this is their first time matched up with the Suns this season.
And their series last year was a bit of a comparison between the two conferences. Both were in the middle of the pack. Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Phoenix making some changes. Plumlee comes in for Nick Richards. And Martin subbed in for Jones. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Now, here's Bull. Defense right on him. Allen outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Allen's got 5 points so far.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Up top, Hero. Allen defending. Here's the screen. Wiggins passes to Jay. And it's good. 2 points. 10 points for him.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Allen against Hero. Pass to Plumlee. Suns moving the ball around. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Taking a look at Golden State. They're moving on up. 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
You know, right now for Miami, they've sure made a statement here early on, outpacing some teams that were expected to be better, owning that top spot and defending it with pride. At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
And he gets the bucket.
For his career, more than 3/4 of Plumlee's basket have come within 3 feet of the rim, so you know he's going to take it inside.
Mitchell in the corner. Pass to Jay. Hero from long range. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
Outside, Martin. Here's Iguodaro. No scoring in this one. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Here's Jay, and he slams it one-handed.
And Tyler Hero with another great look, just understanding where his teammates are.
The Suns have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, despite suffering a first-round sweep in last season's playoffs, the Suns' front brass remains confident that they were mere inches from where they needed to be to compete for a title, emphasizing that chemistry is built over time and through the fire. The hope is, with another year to coalesce, this team will be ready for a deeper run. Kevin?
Well, they've got the names. They got a big coach now coming in. All right, D.A., thank you. Hero from long range. And again, Miami with the triple.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Allen outside. Martin with the screen for Allen. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Jay the pass to Hero. And here is Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Ivylev. The offensive rebound. Goes back up. And Hero with the layup. Hero's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Solid in the first. Fantastic here in the second. He was just waiting for the moment.
Timeout called, the Suns. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And now here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best teams from three-point land a year ago. The Suns 5th.
Just tremendous accuracy from the three-point line last season. Instead,
Tyler Hero has been leading the charge for the Heat. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half,
I'm taking a look here now at Phoenix. A tall order for them in this one, looking to steal a win from a very good team. On paper, it's a tough hill climb.
and turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for the Heat.
Well, to be honest.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You got to like what Tyler Hero has done in this one.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. Mitchell is out there with Hero. Then it's Wiggins. Then there's Jay, and it's Adebayo in at the four-man position. Outside, Beal. Pass to Plumlee. Three-pointer, Martin. It's good from long range. Martin's got his first 3 points of the game.
Kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Hero passes to Jay. To the inside, O'Neal with the steal. Here's Martin. Wiggins with some nice D.
And this feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Outside for Martin. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. In the corner, it's Plumlee. It's Beal on the wing. He's covered by Hero.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Watch out when Adebayo gets vertical. That's a big bam.
Pass to Plumlee. And it's Miami with the rebound. Jay's got it.
Yeah, starting the half here 1 for 5, and the offense might need an ironing out.
Hero from long range. And it's good. Looking quite sharp with 10 of 12 shooting tonight.
You have to be mindful of Hero's range. He can absolutely burn you from outside.
Martin kicks to O'Neal. Pass to Beal. Back to O'Neal. Jacks up a three. It's hauled in by the Heat. Jay's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Now Hero. He's guarded by Plumlee. Shots good by Hero.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Back to Booker. A kick out to O'Neal. Beal from long range. Jay with the rebound. Jay's got his 16th rebound on the night. Over in the corner, Hero. Bounce pass from Adebayo. A three-pointer, Wiggins. And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Martin wide open. He fires. Good on the triple. Martin's got 6 points in the quarter.
And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half.
Pass to Adebayo. And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Booker the pass to Beal. Here he goes.
Yeah, where was the point where Bradley Beal decided I'm driving in here, it doesn't matter what's in my way?
It's his first trip to the line. First one falls for him. The Heat making a switch here. Ware's checked in. And both free throws good for Beal. And here is Hero. And he has 28 points for the game. Mitchell outside. Pass to Hero. And another basket for Miami.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Booker finds O'Neal. Plumlee with it. To the paint. Booker, no good. The Heat have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip.
So far, he's a can't-miss player. A superb scorer who plays to his strength.
Phoenix has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Beal dishes to Plumlee. Beal the pass to Plumlee. Back to Beal. Plumlee with a screen on Hero. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Yeah, this has been a night where you could look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
A three-pointer. Wiggins. Plumlee with the rebound. Wiggins has gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Here's Booker. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Down low. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Now, every team in the league would love to have a guy like...
Hero finds Love. Now here's Anderson. Here's Jay. He's guarded by Plumlee. Good ball movement here by Miami. Pass to Jay. Fires from deep. A three-pointer is right on target. Jay's got 21 in the game.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. O'Neal is out there with Cody Martin. And it's Plumlee in at the 5 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Burks for 3. And the Heat, another 3.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Here's Plumlee, and there's the drive.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Heat.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jay.
There isn't much else you want from someone. He gave it his all and was rewarded with a triple-double.
1:07 left to play here in the fourth. And Booker kicks to Plumlee. Beal deciding where to go with it. O'Neal sets the screen for Beal. And again, it's the Suns missing.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes. Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
There's a good screen. Three-pointer, Martin. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. There's 25 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Outside, Beal. We've got 13 seconds left in the 4th quarter. From downtown, it's hauled in by the Heat. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David.
Okay, then. That's how we stand on business. Son, you win so many games, I'm running out of things to say. Man, the air really is thinner up here. Hope you've been right.